When 90 Day Fiancé first premiered, it promised raw love stories between everyday people taking extraordinary risks. Over time, the show did more than document international romances. It transformed lives. For many cast members, a few months on television turned into overnight recognition, and with that recognition came change, sometimes subtle, sometimes dramatic. Fans often ask the same question: who stayed true to themselves, and who became someone entirely new? The answer isn't simple, because fame doesn't change people in just one way. For some, it brings confidence. For others, it exposes insecurities. For a few, it rewrites their entire identity. One of the most noticeable changes among 90 Day Fiancé stars is how they carry themselves. Early seasons showed nervous smiles, uncertain body language, and hesitant voices. Years later, those same cast members appear poised, camera-ready, and unapologetically bold. Fame gave them visibility, and with it, a voice they didn't know they had. Social media played a powerful role in that transformation. Cast members who once lived quiet lives suddenly found themselves with massive followings. Every post became content, every opinion sparked reaction. Some embraced this attention strategically, building personal brands and turning reality TV fame into opportunity. Others struggled under the pressure, learning the hard way that public opinion can shift overnight. Physical transformations also caught fans' attention. New wardrobes, refined styles, and polished appearances fueled endless online discussions. Supporters praised these changes as self-care and growth. Critics accused some stars of becoming unrecognizable. But for many cast members, these transformations symbolized reclaiming control over their image after years of being edited and analyzed on screen. Yet not all change was external. Some stars experienced emotional evolution that fans found inspiring. Individuals once portrayed as indecisive or insecure returned with clarity, boundaries, and self-respect. Relationships that once defined them no longer held power. Fame, in these cases, acted as a mirror, forcing cast members to confront their own patterns and make hard choices. Others, however, took a different path. A few stars became more confrontational, outspoken, and controversial after gaining attention. What once felt like honesty sometimes turned into provocation. Fans noticed heightened drama online, public feuds, and attention-seeking behavior that blurred the line between authenticity and performance. For these stars, fame amplified traits that had always existed, but now played out on a much bigger stage. The most striking transformations often followed heartbreak. Breakups that unfolded publicly pushed many cast members into reinvention. Some channeled pain into personal growth, careers, and independence. Others leaned into the spotlight, using visibility as a shield against vulnerability. Either way, they emerged changed, stronger, louder, or simply different. What fans sometimes forget is that 90 Day Fiancé fame doesn't come with a manual. Cast members are thrust into public scrutiny without preparation. Every mistake becomes permanent. Every choice invites judgment. Under those conditions, change isn't just likely, it's inevitable. Interestingly, some of the most respected transformations came from stars who stepped back rather than lean in. Instead of chasing attention, they focused on family, work, and private healing. When they did return to the public eye, fans noticed maturity rather than spectacle. These quieter evolutions reminded viewers that growth doesn't always need an audience. Still, the line between growth and performance remains thin. Viewers often debate whether these stars changed because fame revealed who they truly were or because it pressured them to become something entirely else. The truth likely sits somewhere in between. Fame doesn't create personality, it magnifies it. It rewards confidence, punishes vulnerability, and constantly demands reinvention. Despite the criticism, many fans remain deeply invested in these journeys. They've watched these individuals fall in love, fall apart, and rebuild themselves in real time. That emotional connection is why every transformation sparks conversation, because it feels personal. At its core, 90 Day Fiancé is no longer just about romance. It's about what happens after the credits roll, how ordinary people adapt when their lives stop being private, how relationships shift under scrutiny, how identity evolves when the world is watching. Some stars changed for the better, Some lost their way, some are still figuring it out. But one thing is certain, Fame left its mark. And as new seasons bring new faces into the spotlight, fans know the cycle will continue. Love may start the journey, but fame ensures the transformation.